So what we are doing, collision are the interactions between the bodies, and after this interaction, velocity of the body, the velocities might change. And whenever collision word is there, it means momentum is conserved, but there is a condition that the system should be isolated, and isolated system means the sum of external forces is 0. Now first type of collision we are studying here is kinetic collision, elastic collision, sorry. So elastic collision, whenever elastic word is there, kinetic energy is conserved, and collision means momentum is conserved. So both the things are conserved in elastic collision. Now, like I have this super ball and I have dropped it and it has gone back to the same height. So I say that it means the velocity before touching the ground is equal to the velocity after touching the ground. So before collision, after collision, velocity is same, and velocity of the ground was 0 initially and finally. So kinetic energy is conserved. In inelastic collision, the ball that I have dropped will not go that far. So it might reach only this much of height. So this was the initial height and it has only gone this much. So I say that this collision is elastic collision. So, and now I have, so these are the kinetic energy and linear momentum are the terms. Other than that, I also have coefficient of restitution. One more term, coefficient of restitution. This is there in our NCERT on page number 130, and we have a blue rectangle whose base color is blue, and this is the second para and fourth line. Second para, fourth line of the NCERT book. Okay, so coefficient of restitution. Restitution means what? Restitution means recovery. Recovery means how much is the speed recovered after hitting the ground. So how much is the speed recovered after hitting the ground? Full speed is recovered here. So full speed is recovered. Okay. So E is equals to, this coefficient of restitution is equals to initial velocity, its magnitude, and final velocity. Means the velocity before hitting the ground, you can call it U before hitting the ground, and after hitting the ground it is V. Okay, so you can call it U and V, and if they are equal, it means U equals to V. So in elastic collision, U equals to V. So if U equals to V, so coefficient of restitution will be 1 for the elastic collision. And what about inelastic collision? So here also in inelastic formula is same, but here the final velocity is lesser. Here in this case, the magnitude of final velocity is lesser than the magnitude of the initial velocity. So obviously, therefore, value of E, so this is smaller now. This number is smaller, this is greater. So 2 by 3 suppose, so less than 1. So that is why E is less than 1. So coefficient of restitution is less than 1 in elastic collision. So students, we need to do this topic step by step. It's so simple, nothing to cram. Now we have one more type of collision, that is completely inelastic collision. So now, what does this mean? Collision, we already know that it means momentum is conserved. Inelastic, we already know that initial kinetic energy will not be equal to final kinetic energy. Means there will be loss of kinetic energy. And what is that loss? That loss, as I'm already using the word loss in kinetic energy, so greater minus smaller. So initial kinetic energy was greater, you can see, and final kinetic energy after hitting the ground is lesser. So that's the loss of kinetic energy. That might have changed into heat, sound. Okay. So there is loss of kinetic energy when there is inelastic collision. And here, no loss of kinetic energy, means change in kinetic energy is zero. What is the word completely means here? So completely, we can say completely stick together. Okay. After the collision, they completely stick together. Like you have this ground and you have thrown the mud. So this mud, or you can say putty or the clay. So clay will go nowhere and it will just stick to the ground. Okay. So this case is completely inelastic collision when these bodies got stick together. Okay. Now suppose there is this boy, he is pushing the trolley, and after pushing the trolley, then he jumped into the trolley. So that when he jumped into the trolley, he is actually pushing the trolley forward, right? So here also, this is also a kind of completely inelastic collision. So both bodies can move with velocity v, or it might possible that their final velocity is, not there. So this is completely inelastic collision. So here whole kinetic energy is lost. All the kinetic energy is lost. Where is this kinetic energy gone? This kinetic energy has gone, in this body, you can say this mud is deformed completely. Deformation is there. So we have the deformation, and that is why this whole kinetic energy is lost in this case. So students, I hope you have understood that in completely inelastic collision, the bodies stick together and they move with the same velocity v. So that is completely inelastic collision. So obviously in completely inelastic collision also, as the final velocity is lesser than the initial velocity, so E will be less than 1 in this case also. Okay. So these are the three types of collisions that we have.